sitting up nice and big. Let's warm up our feet. Let's march it out. Really stomp it out. And let's bring it in and out. In and out. In and out. One more time. In and out. Sitting up nice and big. Let's do some backward shoulder rolls. Warming up our shoulders, getting our posture sitting up nice and tall. And don't forget our smile. Ready to have a great day. Decided to stop raining, at least at my house, so we're good. All right, so let's get started. We're going to do a big push with big hands. Reach down. Pull it up. Reach up towards the ceiling. Wiggle your fingers. Wake up your hands. And then bring it out. And let's flick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Big finish. Again, big push. Reach down. Pull it up. Wiggle your fingers. And bring it out. And flick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Big finish. 2 more. Big push. Reach down. Pull it up. Now let's wake up our wrists. Wiggle your wrists up and down. And bring it out and flick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Big finish. Give me 1 more. Make sure you're counting loud. Big push. Reach down. Pull it up. Wake up your wrists. And bring it out and flick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Big finish. Sitting up tall, let's do a big reach with our hand. Check in with your hand. Make sure it's as big as you can make it. And then we're swooping. Stretch your leg back. Palm up. And let's flick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring it in. Big finish. Other side. Big reach. Big hand. Big swoop. Stretch it back. Sit up tall. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stomp it in. Big finish. Big reach. Big hand. Big swoop. Stretch it back. Palm up. Sit tall and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring it in. Stomp it in. Big reach. Big hand. Big swoop. Stretch it back. Sit up tall. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stomp it in. Big reach. Big hand. Big swoop. Stretch. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stomp. Big reach, big hand, big swoop. Stretch it back. Palm up and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's do 1 more on each side. Big reach, big hand, big swoop, stretch, palm up, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more to go. Big reach, big hand, big swoop, stretch, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's get standing up. All right, so next is our forward step. You can either do 10 on the right, 10 on the left, or alternate. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep those arms strong. 9. Big reaches. 10. 11. Strong elbows. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. And 20. All right, standing up tall. Next, we're going to the side. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Standing up nice and tall. Push your arms out big. And we're going to step back, lift our toe, and then bring it in big. Let's do 10 on your right, 10 on your left. Let's go. 1. Stomp it in. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9, 10. Okay, switch sides. So again, push those arms out, keep your hands big, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, next we're doing our forward rock. So let's just do a couple weight shifts, forward and back, really working on rolling through our feet, standing tall, moving forward and back. And then let's add in our arms. So big arm reaches. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Let's switch legs. Rocking forward and backwards, rolling through our feet. Standing up nice and tall. Now let's add in those arms. Big reaches and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, come back to center. We're doing our twist. Have a target behind you, and then I'm your target in front. So big reach with your arms, palms up to the ceiling. Let's go. 1, big finish, big reach. 2, big finish, big reach. 3, big finish, big reach. 4, big finish, big reach. 5, big finish, big reach. 6, big finish, big reach. 7, big finish, big reach. 8, big finish, big reach. 9, big finish, big reach. 10, big finish, big reach. 11, big finish, big reach. 12, big finish, big reach. 13, big finish, big reach. 14, big finish, big reach. 15, big finish. Check in with your posture. Make sure you're standing up tall. Let's do the other side. Big reach, palms up. Let's go. 1, and big finish, big reach. 2, big finish, big reach. 3, big finish, big reach. 4, big finish, big reach. 5, big finish, big reach. 6, big finish, big reach. 7, big finish, big reach. 8, big finish, big reach. 9, big finish, big reach. 10, big finish, big reach. 11, big finish, big reach. 12, big finish, big reach. 13, big finish, big reach. 14, big finish, big reach. 15, big finish. Woo! All right, grab your chair. Now my favorite, stand-ups and sit-downs. And as promised, today we're going to try to go to 90. I think we are so there. You guys have gotten so much stronger with your stand-ups and sit-downs. Your endurance is better with this. All right, so just like every class, we're alternating. I do the odds, you all do the evens. Let's get going. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, 27, 29, 31, 33, 35, 37, 39, 41, 43, 45. We are halfway there. 47, 49, 51, 53, 55, 57, 59, 61, 63, 65, 67. Keep those arms strong as you're going. 69, 71. Even give me a big hand as you're doing it. 73, 75, 77, 79, 81, 83, 85, 87, 89, woo, 90. Woo! All right, grab a sip of water and then we'll go through stations. All right, so first station is with our hand weights. So you're going to have your arms out at the side, standing up tall, and we're going to work on flipping our wrists over and back, over and back. So part of this is making that wrist motion big. Part of it is also keeping that bigness through our trunk and through our shoulders. So that's first station. Next station is bent rows. And you're going to be in a squat position if you can. So you squeeze your shoulder blades. You can also add in a motion with this. So you can be here and then squeeze. So when you squeeze, you're also squatting. So that's an option. Next is a modified burpee, which I thought everyone really loved today. So you can do this on the wall, you can do it with the chair, or if you want, you can get all the way down on the floor. So you're going to come into a plank, jump up, and up. Okay, so we'll go through that. Next is with the towel, working on a stretch for our shoulder. So standing tall and pulling up. We'll do it on both sides. Next is forward lunge, keeping that balanced with an overhead press. And then last is plank. I'll talk you through each of these. I just wanted to go over them. So let's grab our weight. We're going to do a minute of each station, and we're probably going to run through them twice. All right, so arms are out. We're standing tall. Let's go. We're flipping back and forth. Keeping that motion big. Making sure you're going all the way. Palm up, palm down. Palm up, palm down. Also making sure as you're going, you're not hunching forward. You're standing tall. You're keeping your shoulders open. While you're here, great time to check in with your posture. Are you shifted all on one side while you're doing it, or are you more in the center? Give me 15 more seconds. All right, shake it out. Next, we're getting into our row position. So you can squat, and we're going to do a minute of rows starting now. So really working on squeezing those shoulder blades together. So bringing those elbows up and back. We have 15 more seconds. Check in with your posture. Make sure that you're trying to keep your spine in a straight line. All right, weights down. Next is burpees. So you can do it where you're coming down to the wall, or you can use your chair. All right, let's go. We have 15 seconds left. All right, bring it into center. Grab your towel. And we're going to grab onto, you're going to bring it behind your back. Grab onto it with your other hand. And then pull up to give a shoulder stretch. And we're holding this for 30 seconds, and then we'll switch sides. And switch. So you're just going to switch your hands. Grab onto your towel, and then using your top hand, just pull it up to give a nice shoulder stretch. Next, we're going to do our forward lunge, grabbing our weights with the overhead press. All right, throw our towel down, grab our weights. We're in our lunge, stack our hands, and we're going. So punch it up to the ceiling. Woo! Don't forget our smile, like we're having fun. All right, switch legs. So the lower you are into that lunge, the more challenging it is for your legs and your core. And we're going. You can also, if your arms are starting to get tired, I want you to stay moving. You can alternate your arms. And bring it in. All right, last station, and then we get a sip of water, is our planks. And you can either do plank with arm reaches, leg reaches, or arm and leg reaches. Your choice today. All right, we got a minute. Get into position, and we're going. We have 10 more seconds. And bring it back to center. Grab a sip of water. So hopefully you're feeling like your heart rate is getting up there. I know I'm working hard today. And we're going to go through one more round of all of the stations, starting with the standing tall, arms are out, and our wrist flips. If your shoulders are feeling tired, and this is hard to do, you can always have your arms down here doing wrist flips. I want you to focus on your posture though. So you shouldn't be rounded. You're open. We're working on keeping that motion big. Make sure you're breathing. Don't stop breathing. We have 20 more seconds. Woo, shake it out. Next, we're doing bent rows. So you're getting into a squat. Arms are here, keeping your spine neutral, and you're squeezing those shoulder blades together. All right, timer started. Really squeezing the back part in between your shoulder blades, like you're pinching a penny. And back to center. You can drop your weights. Next is our burpee. So you can do it at the wall. You can do it using your chair, down on the floor. Your choice today. All right, let's get going. Timer started. So jumping out, you can add in a push-up, jump in, and jump up. We're 15 seconds left. And bring it back to center. Grab your towel. Just stretch our shoulders. So reaching behind. And you're going to pull up to give a nice shoulder stretch. And switch sides. So again, reaching behind, pulling up. Make sure when you're doing this, you're standing up tall. You're not leaning forward into the stretch. All right, towel down, grab our weights. And we're in our lunge. You're going to stack your arms. And we're going to do our overhead presses. Let's go. So we're doing 30 seconds here. And then we're going to switch our legs. And switch sides. So remember, the lower we are in that lunge, the more our legs are working. You can always go back to one arm at a time. We have 10 more seconds. All right, bring it in. Weights come down. Woo! All right. One more rotation station, and that is planks. So let's get into position. And you can hold here. You can do arm reaches, leg reaches, or both. I'm starting the timer. 30 more seconds to go. All right, bring it back to center. Grab some water. You all are doing great today. All right. So moving on to balance and walking. First one we're going to do is try to stand one foot in front of the other. And if you need to, you can use a chair to help give you a little extra support. And from here, we're going to work on turning our head side to side. So you may be wondering, where does this translate to real life? When am I ever going to stand heel to toe and be turning my head side to side? So let's imagine that you are going for a hike. The trail is a little bit narrow. There may be some obstacles that you have to maneuver around. Your base of support will probably have to narrow. You're also going to be visually scanning to make sure you don't trip over anything. This is where this translates to real life. Or if you're not a hiker, I always come back to the grocery store. The grocery store, a lot of times you're having to maneuver around things, you're visually scanning. Let's switch sides. So let's get just in heel to toe. Making sure you're standing up nice and tall. And then when you're ready, we'll add in the head turns. So when we're challenging our balance, it's really important for us to make sure that we're breathing. There's a tendency when balance is challenged to hold your breath, which can then lead to issues with more freezing. So we want to make sure that we're breathing. All right, come back to center. All right, so next we're going to work on forward and backwards walking. So wherever you are, we're going to walk for 4 minutes. I want us focusing on our posture, standing big, our big arm swing, and big steps, both in a forward and in a backwards direction. While you're walking, you're going to name things that you would typically bring on a Memorial Day picnic, since it is Memorial Day. Let's get going. Timer is started. You can just name things, or you could name things A to Z for a little extra fun. Keeping that arm swing big. And especially when you're walking backwards, I want you to really check in with your steps. Those steps should feel just as big as when you're going forward. We're 1 minute in. If you've gotten through your barbecue, or about halfway there, if you've gotten through your barbecue and feel like you're looking for another naming activity, you can do animals at the zoo, since the zoo opened up this weekend. Keep those arms moving big. There you go. I saw that, Rich. That looks good. If you feel like you're ready for another challenge, we can just focus on walking backwards. So when you get to the tail end of your walk, you're going to do a big turn. And then walk backwards. Big turn. And when you're doing your turn, I want you to try to keep your steps big while you're doing it. And that you're standing tall. And that you're moving your arms. All right, we got 45 more seconds. Keep those arms swinging big. This is especially important in this last minute. How you finish in your last minute is just as important as your first minute. All right, and bring it to center. We have one more walking balance activity, and then we're going to do some stretches today. So we're going to do high knee marches with arm lift. So if you can, it's like you're reaching up and then pulling something down. I always think about this like a karate chop. Boom. You can even add in a boom if you want. So we're going to do 2 minutes of this. How you can spice this up is adding in a turn. If your shoulders are feeling like I have had enough of overhead reaching, then you can be here. If you're doing the turn, I want you turning in both directions. Give me 30 more seconds. All right. Woo! Nice job, everyone. Okay, so we're going to use our chair and do some stretches. So you can use either the top of your chair or the seat. And we're going to work on just opening up and back in. We're going to do 10 on the right and then 10 on the left. So opening up, 1, and back in. 2, and back in. 3, and back in. 4, and back in. 5, and back in. 6, and back in. 7, and back in. 8, and back in. 9, and back in. 10, and back in. Let's switch sides. So 1, and back in. 2, and back in. 3, and back in. 4, and back in. 5, and back in. 6, and back in. 7, and back in. 8, and back in. 9, and back in. 1 more. 10, and back in. So next, hands on your chair. You're just going to rock back. Give a nice stretch to your low back. Going into a modified child's pose. You may also feel a nice stretch in your hamstrings here too. Make sure you're breathing. And let's roll it up. And we're going to go into a forward lunge. Help open up our front part of our hip and our calf. If you need to, you can use the wall or a chair for balance. Making sure your trunk is staying up nice and tall and that you're breathing. And hopefully smiling because you are at the tail end of this workout and can then go enjoy the rest of your day. And switch sides. And bring it back in. Okay, let's stretch out our neck. So bringing your ear to your shoulder, and then you can give a little extra stretch. And then to give even more, using your hand to reach for the floor. And we're holding each of these stretches for about 30 seconds. And bring it back to center. Let's do the other side. Come back to center. And next, if you can, come to a wall. And we're going to work on just getting our head, our upper back, and our tush all lined up with that wall. And then from here, you can open up through your shoulders. And your arms can be down here, they can be here. You can bend your elbows. Whatever feels comfortable to you, but this is a really great check-in for posture. This is also a plug. This week's blog post is about posture. And so using a wall is a great check-in. I always think about posture like the game Jenga. And we want our blocks all lined up because we're most stable when everything is stacked on each other. And you can relax your arms down, come back to center. And let's just do a couple backward shoulder rolls. And that feels really good after all the shoulder work you all did today. All right, you've crossed the finish line. Woo!